Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to cut a monostrap corset. So if this is something you like, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive right into today's video. So first, here is my pattern, and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurement, which includes my shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waistline, and my top length. I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2, and I'll be coming down by 1 inch. From that point, I'm going to go ahead to draw my shoulder slope, and after I'm done drawing that, I'm going to find my chest line, which is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now I'll go ahead to draw a straight line at that point, then measure what I have back at the shoulder, which is 7 inches, and I'll connect it all the way up to the shoulder. So after I'm done doing that, I'll be dividing what I have at my armhole into 2 by folding my tape. Go ahead to mark, and I'll come in by ½ inch. Now at the chest line, I'll be marking my bust circumference divided by 4, and I'll mark. Now I'll connect from my bust circumference to the ½ inch I have at the armhole and at the upper part of my shoulder. I'll be marking a basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches, which will serve as a guide when I'm marking out my pattern. So I'll just go ahead and connect. After I'm done connecting, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches. So your nipple to nipple is also your bust span, and which, if you divide by 2, is the same thing as dividing your nipple to nipple by 2. I'll go ahead and place my ruler, and I'll connect, drawing a straight line. I'll be taking a dart intake of 1 inch on both sides of my pattern to the top length of my pattern. And after that, I'll just go ahead and connect and draw a straight line. So I'll be also doing this at the other side of my pattern. Now I'll connect from the bust down to the under bust, and also repeat this at the other side of my pattern this way. And I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline it to make it more visible for you to see. So after I'm done outlining this part of my pattern, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inches, and that is where I want my cup to start. So if you don't want to reveal your cleavage much, you can just go ahead and use 2 inches or more. Now I'll go ahead and mark back that nipple to nipple divided by 2. I'll go ahead to connect, and I'll be marking a dart intake of 1 inch at both sides. So if you're a plus size, you're going to be using 1.5 inches or more, or if you're busty, you're also going to use more than 1 inch dart intake. I'll come in by half from my chest line, and I'll connect from the upper part of my pattern to the chest line this way, and I'll mark out my chest line. And I'll just go ahead to use my marker to outline this part of my pattern. So after I'm done outlining, I'm going to place my curve drill, connect from the under bust to my chest line. And after I'm done connecting on this part, I'm just going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus ½ inch, and I will connect from that point to my under bust and connect on my cup this way. Now I'm just going to go ahead to use my marker to mark this out to make it more visible for you to see. So you can leave your cup as a 2-part corset, or you can just divide it this way as a 3-part corset. So it totally depends on what you want. And I'll just go ahead to label my cup. So after I'm done labeling, the next step is to insert my body measurements. I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. At the under bust, I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, measure the 2 inches dart intake and add my sewing allowance. Going down to the waistline, I'm going to mark my waist circumference divided by 4, measure these 2 inches dart intake and add my sewing allowance. At the top length, I'll be marking my hip circumference divided by 4, which is 10 inches, because my hip is 40 divided by 4. I have 10 inches. Replace the 2 inches and add your sewing allowance. So after I'm done doing this, I'm just going to go ahead to place my curve drill, and I'm going to connect from the under bust to the bust, and then take it down to the waistline, and I will be connecting to my hip point this way. So after I'm done connecting, whatever I have on this pattern on this side, I'll also repeat at the other side. So I'll come down by 2 inches from my waistline, and I'm going to go ahead to connect it all the way to my top length. So after this, I'm just going to go ahead to outline my pattern. And while looking at the thumbnail, you also notice that at the waistline, the dress is like a slight basque. So with this, you're also going to achieve the same effect. And you can also go ahead to leave your pattern at the waistline and replace whatever you have on this pattern also on the other side. So I've gone ahead to do that, and the next step you want to take is to go ahead to mark where your monostrap is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead to draw a line and connect this way. So the other side will be coming from this side and also connecting to the other side of your pattern this way. So this is what the pattern looks like. So on this side of your pattern, this part that I'm outlining is going to extend to the back, because this side will be coming to the other side of the pattern and it will be meeting it at this point. And then you're going to extend the sleeve for this part or whatever you cut out, because it's going to be ending at the back part of your pattern. You're going to stitch it down there to create the monostrap effect. And then if you want to add any design, just like we have at the thumbnail, we have a ruffle at that part, you can go ahead to add a ruffle to your pattern. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead to cut out this pattern. So if you find this tutorial very interesting and educative, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment at the comment section. If you have any question, also leave your question at the comment section also. So I'll just go ahead to cut out my cup. So you can cut this as a 2-part corset if you want to leave it that way, or you can just cut it out as a 3-part corset. So here is my pattern after I'm done cutting it out. This is what it looks like, and we're going to head over to the back pattern. So for the back pattern, I've gone ahead to mark out the basic measurements just like we did for the front, and I'm just going to go ahead to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2, and after that I'll just go ahead to connect all the way to the top length just like we have at the front. And I'll be marking 1/2 inch at both sides for my dart intake, come down by 1 inch, and I'm going to extend my dart to the upper part and also repeat it at this side. So I'll go ahead to extend it down and also do the same at this part. So after I'm done doing this, I'll insert my body measurement. I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Mark my waist circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and I will add my sewing allowance. After I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go ahead to connect from that point down to the waistline of my pattern, and I'm also going to extend this to the top length. So now I'm just going to create a style line here, which is optional. You can also do this for the front pattern if you want. This is just if you want to slit or give your pattern a design. So now I'll be going in by 1.5 inches from for my lacing bar area, which is not a standard. You can use 2 inches, you can use 2.5 or more. It totally depends on what you want, and I'll just make a dot to indicate that that is my lacing bar area. So from that point, I'll come down by 1/2 inch. I'll extend it all the way to my chest line. This is to make sure that your lacing bar area does not pop up when you're wearing the dress, and I'll outline the rest of my pattern. So after I'm done doing that, from the side I went up and I connected it. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut out this pattern, and after that I'll go ahead also to adjust the lower part. So what I took out at the side, at the lower side of this pattern, is just 1 inch. So after I'm done cutting out, I'll mark out another 1 inch at the end of the pattern. So with this, if you find this tutorial very interesting and educative, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also join us in our other tutorials. So now I'll go ahead and I'll come up again by 1 inch, making it that same 2 inches we came up from the front pattern, and I'll go ahead to connect. After that, I'll cut my pattern, and with this we have come to the end of the tutorial. Please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Thanks.